Canada's 10 best-selling cars in 2022's first half. Remember when coupes, sedans, and hatchbacks used to make up the majority of new vehicle sales? Things have changed. Baggy jeans, iPods, that little cursor controller in the middle of your laptop keyboard, selecting movies at Blockbuster. At one time or another, regardless of whether you advertise it, you wore those jeans, you were addicted to a music-dedicated device, you swore by that track point, and you even overpaid for snacks at the video store. Oh, and you also drove a car. Remember cars? As recently as 2009, the majority of new vehicles sold in Canada were passenger cars. During the first 6 months of 2022, only 17%, roughly 1 in 6, of the vehicles sold in Canada were cars. Moreover, the overwhelming majority of passenger cars officially available in 2022 barely register meaningful sales volumes due to the dominance of Canada's top sellers. The 10 best-selling cars in Canada account for 6 out of every 10 car sales. 3 cars, on their own, form 1/3 of the car market. Of course, cars haven't entirely gone out of style, not like baggy jeans. Cars haven't been entirely superseded by new technology, not in the way the iPhone basically erased the iPod. For the time being, cars do more than simply cater to the whims of a track-point-obsessed cult. Cars also continue to claim a position in the marketplace, unlike Blockbuster. But their numbers are frighteningly small, not aided at all by a supply chain crunch that's causing sales volume to shrink in every corner of the market. Nevertheless, the outcomes are worse for cars, which have seen their collective Canadian volume fall 21% in 2022's first half. Light trucks, which encompass trucks and SUVs and crossovers and vans, are down just 9%. Still, automakers prefer to chew on a bigger slice of the pie, even if that pie is shrinking before our very eyes. These are the 10 best-selling cars in Canada in 2022's first half. 10. Toyota Prius. 2,356, down 24%. So severe are the declines of historically popular cars that the Toyota Prius, generally incapable of producing the kind of impact in Canada that it has had in the US, moved into the top 10 despite a 24% year-over-year drop. At this stage of 2021, the Prius trailed the Chevrolet Spark, Chevrolet Bolt, Volkswagen Jetta, and Volkswagen Golf. Those 4 vehicles are down 43%, 64%, 60%, and 73%, respectively, in 2022. 9. Honda Accord. 2,618, down 21%. Not since 2014, when 16,962 Accords were sufficient for the Accord to end the year as the 10th ranked car, has Honda's midsize car finished the calendar year as a Canadian top seller. Could 2022 be a restart for Honda? With the Fit and Insight discontinued, the Accord now makes up half of Honda's car lineup, albeit only 15% of Honda's car sales. Article content 8. Mazda 3. 4,970, down 20%. If there's any one individual car on this list that displays the gap between Canada's pre-Great Recession car market and the car market of 2022, the Mazda 3 may well be it. It was a different time with a different mindset and different expectations, but Mazda nevertheless sold 50,317 3s in 2008. A decade later, Mazda 3 volume was down 47% from 2008 levels. Will Mazda Canada move even 10,000 3s in 2022? 7. Car Forte. 5,254, down 30% with all the demand limitations of 2020 and the initial supply constraints of 2021, the Car Forte didn't really struggle. Forte volume held steady near pre-pandemic levels. 2022 tells a different story. In fact, the truly different story revealed itself in the second quarter, a period in which Forte volume plunged 55% as incoming inventory all but dried up. Article content 6. Nissan Sentra. 5,328, up 6%, although the Nissan Sentra's Canadian output is a far cry from the total volume of the three compact car leaders. The Sentra has gained heaps of market share in 2022. Launched in all new form, just as the pandemic struck, Sentra volume began rising in the latter stages of 2020 and then jumped 47% in 2021. Compared with last year, the Sentra's share of Canada's compact car market is up from 5.8% to 8.2%. 5. Toyota Camry. 6,009, down 0.1% first. The bottom fell out of the full-size sedan market. And before reaching for the compact car category's throat, the sub/crossover sector first punched the mid-size sedan segment below the belt. Yet the Toyota Camry somehow persists as a volume player, outselling its nearest rival by more than 2-1. In spite of the industry's supply crisis, the Camry is on track for its best year since 2019. Article content for Tesla Model 3. 7,054, up 23% for the first time. Despite the continued lack of monthly model-specific sales reporting from Tesla, we are actually able to chronicle Model 3 volume because of documents from Transport Canada. So, why the asterisk? The Model 3's 7,054 units actually refers only to vehicles ordered before a price increase pushed the Model 3 out of the federal government's incentive program's price spectrum, but that were delivered in the first half of 2022. Pair those sales with Model 3s that didn't and don't qualify for the rebate, an unknown number, for the Model 3's legitimate sales tally. 3. Hyundai Elantra. 12,932, up 4%, solidly positioned as a member of Canada's top-tier trio. The Hyundai Elantra very clearly stands out from its fellow high-volume compacts in 2022 thanks to a year-over-year sales increase. The Elantra's top two rivals combined to lose more than 10,000 sales through the first half of the year. The Elantra isn't Hyundai's only success story in 2022. The all-electric Ioniq 5 pumped out 3,551 sales between January and June, more than the Accord and Prius. The problem? Despite its hatchback shape, the Ioniq 5 is actually classified as a utility vehicle. 2. Toyota Corolla. 14,998, down 27% in the infamous words of Jim Carr is Lloyd Christmas, so you're telling me there's a chance? Long one of the top sellers in Canada, the Toyota Corolla has never actually ended a calendar year as the most popular car. But through the first 6 months of 2022, the Corolla trails the number one car by only 333 units. Granted, the Corolla was in the top spot at this stage a year ago and still managed to end 2021 more than 3,500 sales in arrears. 1. Honda Civic. 15,331, down 24%. It's a close race, one that Honda was actually losing at this point 1 year ago. But who's prepared to bet against the Civic, Canada's best-selling car in each of the last 24 years? Not since 2008 has the Civic been Canada's best-selling vehicle overall. It currently trails 4 pickups and 2 SUVs for that title in 2022. In the car sector, however, the Honda Civic is on track to mark a quarter century as Canada's leader.